Oh, that's a tremendous question, and you are brilliant for asking it, first and foremost.
Lent is a season in our church year. As Catholics, we're given 40 days to strengthen our faith and grow in holiness.
Seems to me it's a preparation for the sacrifice that Christ made on the cross for both Good Friday but also the resurrection on Easter Sunday, because you can't have the cross without the
But Lent is, at least for me, it's a time to return to what really matters. I mean, so often we get wrapped up in our day and we think, you know, days about stuff, or days about a job, or days about, you know, whatever it is, fun. And yet Lent reminds us, okay, what's life all about? I gotta get back to what really makes me happy and what really I'm called to.
Lent. Geez, that's a deep question. I would say Lent, to me, is kind of a time of kind of reflection and preparation for like Easter and everything, and for more importantly than Easter, I guess, you have to have the crucifixion and death before you can have the resurrection. So I think it's kind of a time for us to kind of look inside ourselves and kind of prepare ourselves for that suffering, and kind of figure out what it is in our life that kind of brings us down. And this time we can kind of focus on how to, I don't know, either take that out of our lives or kind of help it. And we kind of have the strength of our church community as well, because everyone's doing it. So it kind of helps you to, I don't know, it gives you more of a reason to really look inside yourself and kind of improve the areas of your life that maybe you are falling short or something.
I think Lent to me is it's a pilgrimage, not in a sense that I'm going to some place, but in a sense I'm going to go someplace within. You got 40 days that you're going up to basically the biggest event in the history of our Christian church. So I mean, it's essentially take 40 days to reflect on that and find our true identity in Christ. I'd say Lent to me is a finding of who I am and who I am going to be.
I know, and it's kind of a trick, because we think if I'm comfortable, that's when I'll be happiest. But to be honest with you, I'm happiest when I'm praying well. And I know then that fills me with peace and joy. And so the better I pray, the happier I am.
Prayer is a big thing. I'm going to get in there and I'm going to make sure that I maybe switch around the ways that I pray. I think it's important to kind of keep yourself on your toes, like journaling maybe, just like being in there in the presence of God and everything, like just kind of switching things up here and there, not keeping it like uniform all the time, because I think that's an easy way to just fall into boredom sometimes.
It's amazing how we think, oh my gosh, what's my life going to be without chocolate? You know what it's going to be? It's going to be okay. You'll be alright. And I could certainly give up chocolate, let's just say that. But it also reminds me that that's not where my happiness lies.
No chocolate.
Lent is a great time to begin a spiritual journey. I like Lent because you get to give something up, and usually it lasts longer than 40 days.
I try to incorporate vegetables in my meals, because I think that makes me a better person.
When I was younger, it was always like, you have to just give something up and that's it. So like, when I didn't really know my faith, it was like, okay, I'll give up pop for Lent, and because I drank a lot of pop, which is
Soda
for those other people from the South. So like, it was really just like giving something up. But as I grew in my faith and got older, I realized that it's not just giving something up, it's really
in yourself. So not only do you want to give up something that you don't want to get caught up in, but you also want to learn to give yourself more, which is what life's all about.
Brian just caught us coming and doing the most perfect thing. This is Operation Rice Bowl, which is helping Catholic communities around the world, and we're collecting money for that throughout Lent. So it's kind of sacrificing their money, and we suggest they give up something to not buy and put their money in here, and the kids are...
Lent is... the irony is, for me, the more I sacrifice, the more about a week into Lent, I realize how much happier I am. And I forget that. It's kind of like after you're exercising, you feel really good, but you don't want to exercise. Similarly, we don't always want to do Lent or get involved in Lent, but when we start actually giving ourselves to Lent, we realize how happy it makes us feel. And that's the joy. That's
in our lives. So I think Lent just really helps for myself, just to refocus and remember like why I'm here on earth and why what God means to me, and then also like making people interested in like what it really means and what it can do for them.
As Christians, we should always be dying to ourselves. We should always be falling more deeply in love with Jesus. We should be, but the truth of the matter is, you know what, this Lent, pray God this Lent, I will fall more deeply in love with Him. I'll die to myself. By the time Easter comes, hopefully we'll be growing in the Lord.
That's what it's all about. So I guess Lent is a retreat in which we form habits in order to remind ourselves what really matters and how we are to live our life.